Welcome home, baby. Kick off your shoes. Let me turn the lights down low and wash away your blues. Rest your head and let's get lazy. Let's take it slow. Welcome home, welcome home, welcome home.
They say home is where the heart is, but some interior decor stores are so welcoming, so luxurious, so perfectly curated that you'd be thrilled to move in. Hello and welcome to Luxury Time. I'm Lisa Mangaldas, and on the show today, we bring you the best in home decor and interiors. Ensconced in a beautiful heritage mansion in South Mumbai, Simone Arora's eponymous lifestyle store showcases everything from textiles to tableware, from lighting to carpets, and it all reflects the impeccable taste of Simone herself. To tell us more is the gorgeous Simone Arora. Simone, thanks so much for having us here.
Happy to be here, Lisa.
What was your creative vision behind Simone?
Well, Simone, naturally inspired, is a nature luxe concept. It's India's first home luxury store inspired by the elements of nature.
So tell me a little bit more about the nature luxe concept, as well as what for you makes for truly luxurious interiors.
Well, I've always been inspired through my travel and even nature with interiors which are inspired by the different elements of nature, whether they are rock, crystal, sand, glass. The different forms of nature have inspired me. So there are several aspects of home decor which lend to luxury in creating the perfect setting. So depending on what you prefer, whether it's more contemporary or more classic and ornate.
Lighting is another vital element to consider. Tell me about the sort of lighting you find most appealing.
Well, lighting is a very important criteria to set any mood, whether it's cozy romantic or whether it's party or whether it's just a very soothing tranquil feeling. So you work with a dimmer. And you set your lighting, you start lights which focus on accent pieces and accent objects, and you can really create the mood using the right light. Here at Simone we have a signature light which is quite interesting actually. It's a formation of a central twig like a branch. It kind of stems from the ceiling downwards, and then it has these brambles which are laterally protrude out with icicles hanging from each bramble, which is transparent. So it's been much appreciated, this light. It's very nature inspired.
Describe a few of your favorite pieces at the store.
Well, there's this really smart arrangement at the center of my store, which is just as you enter. It's a black and white 2 armchairs with chrome studs. It's got these geometric cushions on it, and it's got a rug that kind of coordinates in a very geometric pattern. You have a zebra stripe art as well, and lamps with black shades that go along with it. So it's a very smart design. That's one setting which I like. There is another which is a table, It's very interesting actually the way the form, the shape of the table is rectangular in form, but it's got these two curved ends on the extreme ends of the table. So it serves as a round table as well. So when you're sitting on it, you feel like you're quite you're intimate when you're sitting, because you're kind of, it's like a round table feeling, and yet it's not a round table. So the design is something which caught my eye, and I said I must have it for the store. And there is another seating which is again the movement is interesting. There are these two sofa sets. It's they've got gold cushions which are thrown as accent pieces, and gold accessories, a coffee table, side tables around it. And what's interesting is the style of the sofas, because they complement one another, and it's got a high end on one arm, and it's got a lower end on the other. It's very important for me that the furniture, whatever we decide to showcase, not only does it in appearance is attractive, but in functionality and comfort, it's equally important. And of course, finally, the price. The customer must see value. So these 4 criteria are very important when I choose any furniture piece at the store.
Thanks so much for having me at the store. I can really tell from speaking to you that the store is an extension of who you are.
I've enjoyed every moment of it. It's been a labor of love. Thank you.
I love shopping at Simone. I think it's one of the most international and sophisticated stores in India, and there is a certain careful editing that has been done there. I find that all the objects and all the furniture, everything that Simone sells seems to have a cohesiveness. Everything can be bought in together. There's a certain lifestyle story there that I really enjoy. I think it is she herself, Simone, who seems to have an eye for detail and very good taste.
Naturally inspired, the selection of interior decor items at Simone emulate the forms, textures and proportions of nature. Leaves, rocks, metal, wood, sand and stone are among the core design influences here. At Simone, metallic tones used in accessories, surface finishes and fabrics bring in a glamorous appeal. From glittering gold to copper, bronze, pewter, platinum and silver, the glint of a metallic hue provides an instant sense of luxury. We're now going to take a quick break on luxury time, but stay tuned for some remarkable furniture design on the other side. Welcome back to Luxury Time. I'm now at Roche-Beaubois, a French furniture house that has brought some of the most cutting-edge European design to the world. Big names and rising stars, fashion designers, artists and architects all share their creative talents with Roche-Beaubois. Roche-Beaubois exemplifies the French art de vivre, or art of living well. Their collections embody two different but complementary worlds. The contemporary collection reflects current trends and modern creativity, while the Nouveau Classiques collection boldly reinvents traditional furniture and adapts it to today's style. Joining me now is Samvit Tara, Managing Director, Roche-Beaubois, India. Samvit, thanks so much for having us at the store.
Thank you.
Tell me what makes Roche-Beaubois such a game changer globally in the arena of furniture design.
You know, Roche-Beaubois is not new into the world of interior design. The company was incepted in 1960. It's been more than 50 years in the field of design. It's like a one-stop shop for people with a discerning eye. It's for those people who desire luxury, desire innovative designs, the latest in fashion trends and materials, the highest quality of craftsmanship and European design.
Take me through some of the designers that Roche-Bobois has collaborated with over the years?
Yeah, I think Roche-Bobois has, besides like bringing in innovative designs and materials, they've also been the pioneers in bridging fashion and design. So basically, because Roche-Bobois has a very iconic piece that kind of symbolizes the brand with a lot of people. It's a creation of a sofa called the Mahjong, which is completely free form in design. The technique of the sofa is that it's all hand stitched in like these expertise artisan factories in Italy, the same kind of techniques that they use for fashion, you know, for making nice designs. So Roche-Bobois has these tie-ups with Jean-Paul Gaultier, Missoni Home and Sonia Reichel that manufacture the fabrics exclusively for Roche-Bobois.
What are some of your favorite pieces at Roche-Bobois?
You know, the range is quite huge because Roche-Bobois doesn't only cater to furniture, they also do rugs, lighting and accessories. So, you know, but to talk about, like, since we're at the Nova Classic store, I mean, I love this collection, and certain pieces I'd like to highlight, probably the Epoch sofa, the Trocadero dining, which is just there in the background behind us, is a classic example of very transitional and the Art Deco era. And it's you know, like a very nice table with a beautiful walnut top and rosewood marquetry with a nice brass patina base. Besides that, we have another product called the voluped dining table. And that's like a very classic example of reinventing Louis XV design, and then like adding like these handmade modern lacquers to it. So like there's complete customization possible in Roche-Bobois, because you could like choose like a oak top and the lacquer can be different. They have more than 80 colors, so you could have like a lacquer in black, the inner leg in, or the inner trim in red. You know, you could extend the table very easily. You have choices of distressed finish to kind of bring out the antique feel to it. You have choice of vintage leathers. You have choice of fabric. So I mean, I like the Nova Classic collection because it offers a wide range of customization. I think, I mean, I love a lot of items from the contemporary collection. The signature piece is probably the Astrolabe dining table, and it's really amazing because it's inspired by watchmaking, and people who love watches really love it because it's got these decorative cogs which are visible in the table, and you have a remote control that kind of controls the extension. And it's a really unique piece, and it's really well designed. Besides that, I really love the Editor sofa. It's a beautiful chair, a sofa designed by Sacha Laquique. This particular designer is a very well-known French designer. He's actually designs almost 50% of Roche-Bobois contemporary product. And he's actually a car designer, so a lot of his products are inspired by car design and motorcycle design. I also like his design of the SL chair. It's a very nice, beautiful, rounded, comfortable armchair, and again, using car design, he's kind of used perforated leather. So the front of the chair is like a perforated leather, and then you have another toned fabric on the back. So again, completely customizable.
Roche-Bobois has brought to India some of the best European designer furniture. I think these are statement pieces that, when added to a home or office, give you instant international flair.
All the products at Roche-Bobois reflect a very high degree of innovation. And while of course the highlight is the furniture, you'll also be amazed by the soft furnishings, the objects and the sculpture. Time for a quick break, but we bring you more spectacular furniture and home decor products on the other side. Welcome back to Luxury Time. I'm at Red, Blue and Yellow, a lifestyle store synonymous not just for award-winning design, but also for unmatched quality. Their timeless wood creations reflect the very practical nature of furniture, which is to lend itself to an environment. Yet at the same time, they make an exquisite style statement. RBY incorporates a diverse variety of sizes, forms and fabrics in their products. Their creations bring together superior quality raw materials and expert craftsmanship. They are one of the few Indian manufacturers that use seasoned Burma teak, ash and oak in their products. I'm now in conversation with Aseem Merchant, Karishma Bajaj and Paul Rodriguez, partners Red, Blue and Yellow. Aseem, what are the qualities that you most closely associate with the brand?
When we started Red, Blue and Yellow, we wanted to introduce original design to the Indian market. We were very contemporary in our thought, but at the same time wanted to have our very Indian roots in place. So it was a blend of both these things, a contemporary outlook and our Indian roots and original design that we started off with.
We also decided to use only the best material, and we use a lot of Burma teak.
I think the red, blue and yellow style could be described as a natural, timeless classicism mixed with contemporary luxury.
And what do you think makes furniture truly luxurious?
Well, to begin with design, and that is our forte. Secondly, the choice of materials, high quality materials and finishes. I think that's what sets the standard.
Also, we do a lot of handcrafted furniture. Our designs are so sculptural and we take so much time in prototyping them and developing them. So, all those things are very understated, but they are very luxurious to most people because it's almost like sculpture.
Also, we customize a lot of furniture, which is luxury because you could go to a brand and just pick up a few things, but to have someone actually make a particular piece for you which fits into your requirement, I think that's luxury as well.
The hallmark of Red, Blue and Yellow is the ingenuity of its design, and your furniture has won awards. Talk me through some of your favorite designs.
So my favorite design right now is the Pyramid wine rack. And this came out of an experimentation with the repetitive form. The unique thing about this wine rack is that it looks different from every angle. So if you look at it straight or you look at it from the side, it keeps changing as you look at it. And it also exemplifies our craftsmanship, I think, because it needs to be made out of 300 pieces of wood. You could keep it in any direction, and you can also insert bottles in any direction.
So the leaf chair, as the name suggests, is inspired by the shape of a leaf. Its spine is like the vein of the leaf, the legs are exactly like that as well, and it's a very sculptural chair. So if you look at the chair, it's made of solid Burma teak wood. It looks exactly like a leaf and looks kind of uncomfortable too, but it's very ergonomic and it's extremely comfortable, and yeah, that's my favorite chair.
And are there any other designs that you'd like to take me through?
Sofas are usually symmetrical objects, and the Watt sofa basically is a deconstruction of the sofa. And the uniqueness comes from its angular sculptural form. It's continuously changing, and it has no 90-degree angles basically. So I think, that's one of my favorite designs too.
I also like the egg chair. So it's the shape of an egg, but it's this ovalish form leaping towards one side, and it has only 3 legs, which is very unusual, and the center of gravity is towards the 3rd leg. Now all this technical data, but it's a very, very comfortable dining chair, and it's very luxurious also because it adds a very different element to any dining space. So that's for that reason, especially as a cluster of eggs, it looks beautiful.
It's also made out of solid Burma teak. It's carved out of solid Burma teak, so it really has that.
Yeah, it's completely handcrafted and it takes a really long time to make. In fact, we take about 8 weeks to make a chair.
In a market so saturated with imported, mass-produced furniture, I think it's very luxurious that all the furniture at red, blue and yellow is made in India, conceptualized in India, and uses such high quality craftsmanship. Lots of it is handmade. Talk me through the importance of sort of retaining that Indian context.
So when we started, that was the most important thing, right? We wanted to do something contemporary, but contemporary Indian. We wanted to use Indian craftsmen, we wanted to use Indian materials, we wanted to use the Indian aesthetic of furniture. Because we don't really change our furniture every 2 years, we buy it and it's almost like an investment. You know, we use it over generations actually, right? You would still have your grandmother's chair with you. So we have divans, we have Indian seating, we have floor chairs, all those things, all put in a very contemporary context. So yeah, that was very important to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think red, blue and yellow set themselves apart because of the originality of their design. They're one of the few firms that actually create their own designs, and I think they manufacture with exacting standards. They use excellent quality wood, their deliveries are always on time, their finish is superb. They've remained the big player in the market of good furniture.
Red, blue and yellow prides itself on its designs. Each piece is a meditation on form and functionality, and several have won awards for their sophistication. So why not spoil yourself with home furnishings that ensure the utmost comfort and objects and textiles that tell a story? Let your home be a source of great pleasure and a reflection of who you are. Next week on Luxury Time, we drive some super hot cars that scream looks and performance.